We all wish we could bring our Disney vacation home with us, right? To have that Disney feeling every day? Well, why not start your day the Disney way with a Disney blend from Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company? With over 23 varieties to choose from the French bistro you find in your resort room to the Yachtsman Steakhouse and Gico, of course, and now Joffrey's newest Disney blend, Le Cellier. Why not start your day with that Disney magic? Order yours today at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is ResortLoop.com. Episode number, doesn't really matter now,
421.
421?
I think so.
Look at you.
I think
421,
so.
somewhere in that ballpark.
Somewhere in the ballpark.
Love it.
Of 421. Yeah, so...
how are things going, Bob?
Happy spring.
Has spring sprung?
Finally.
Oh.
Up here in the Northeast. It's still cold and
Well, it's
miserable.
cold, but it toyed with us a couple weeks ago. It did most of the country, I think, a week or so ago.
The snow has melted here in Ohio. I hope the East Coast is melted by now.
Yes.
From all of that mess that they had to go through.
I hope your wipers are staying on your car. I was driving today.
Uh-huh.
Turned on the wipers for a little bit of mist. Whoosh! The wiper flew off the car.
There they go.
There it went. Just the one.
Wow.
The driver's side one.
Wow.
It's back there in the interstate somewhere. I thought about going to get it, but realized that would not be a good idea.
So road hazard, road debris.
Yeah.
As they like to say.
So I don't think it's going to cause any damage to anything.
Interesting.
So, I mean, that was fun. Praying for no more rain.
It's weird because I was driving today and ran over a wiper blade, sliced a huge hole in my tire.
I thought you were going to say a wiper flew through my windshield.
Flew through my windshield.
Barely missed my heart.
I don't have one of those. I don't have to worry about that.
You're like a donut.
Anyway, so with spring here in the Northeast,
yes,
comes construction, road construction.
You know what else comes with spring?
What's that?
A new iTunes review.
What? Oh, look at that!
I was holding out on you,
spinning that around on me.
I'm spinning.
Nice.
So I want to share this one because we always like to share our iTunes reviews.
Absolutely.
This is and they're doing this name thing on purpose to try to get us to pronounce names that we can't say. It's like a Kenji or Keneg Beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
I believe.
Very nice.
Love the show. The host and the guests they usually have are great. They are honest and informative without coming off cynical and snarky.
Well, we don't want to be snarky ever.
No.
Or cynical. I mean,
I don't even know what that one means.
Life's too short.
Does that mean the same thing happening over and over again?
That's cyclical.
Oh, whoops. And you wouldn't buy me the dictionary. There's plenty of corny dad jokes.
What?
Oh,
that's because we're corny dads. It's just conversation.
Exactly.
It's not. They're not really jokes.
They make me chuckle, and always a fan's honest perspective of what's happening in the Disney World. Well, thank you very much.
We appreciate that. Absolutely. Yeah. Please keep those iTunes reviews coming. It helps us because then iTunes they rate you, and then more people will hop on board the Resort Loop monorail.
There's an algorithm thing involved.
Some kind of algorithm. We don't know.
Yeah, we're not qualified.
Speaking of hopping on the Resort Loop monorail, don't forget our big Looper meet coming up.
Coming fast.
We're going to, at the end of April 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
Incredible.
You guys, we're going to ride the monorail together.
How cool is that?
We're going to have microphones. We're going to talk. We're going to have a good time.
Microphones like this?
Stop doing that.
Sorry.
Don't hit the microphone.
Sorry.
At least
You're dropping microphones.
I got to say, at least you have it on today. So anyway,
wow, that hurt just a little bit. Is this what the underneath of a bus looks like?
I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It's not like we did the whole show that way.
Yeah, we did. Anyway, so again, with construction up here, there's also construction going on down at Walt Disney World. So I wanted to get your opinion. This is going to be important to a lot of the folks that are going down there and have their vacations booked already or are thinking about where they're going to stay. There's a lot of construction going on at a lot of the resorts.
I've heard of a couple.
So we need to talk about this, and I want your opinion on whether it's a deal breaker.
Okay.
Let's say.
Okay.
of whether you'd want to stay there. We're going to start over at the boardwalk.
Before you start,
Yeah.
I'm going to say,
Uh-huh.
it is hard enough to decide what kind of resort you want to stay at.
Absolutely.
You got to decide what you think your budget is.
Right.
Where's the best area to stay in? What's the best level? Where am I going to get the most bang for my buck for what I'm going to do at this hotel?
Right.
It's almost not fair to throw this option out there where, now there's construction you got to deal with.
Right. There's a lot to consider.
Oh.
And that's what we're going to try and do in this show so that people can kind of make a
It is almost a more important deal than how long you're deciding to stay there is what hotel you're going to stay at,
Right.
in my opinion.
Right.
All right, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, right. And are you going to be using the resort more than you're just going to be using it as a place to sleep?
Right.
Because in all honesty, and Disney is great about this, Disney doesn't do overnight construction work. So you're not if you're just using the resort for a place to crash after you've spent all day at the parks, it's not really not going to matter to you.
Right.
But if you're one of those folks that likes to enjoy the resort, this may matter to you, and that's what we got to talk about.
It's one of my favorite decisions. What resort are we going to stay at?
What resort are we going to stay at?
Exactly.
So let's start at the boardwalk. The boardwalk through April.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So not much longer. If you're going to be there in the summertime, you're not going to have to worry about this. But through April, they're going to have exterior maintenance and painting going on at the boardwalk. Most work done between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Okay.
Is that going to bother you if you're going to stay at the boardwalk?
Well, let me see. If I was going to stay at the boardwalk, I would think if I'm spending deluxe money at that location,
Yeah.
I'm planning on probably going back and doing the nap or pool thing.
Right. Right.
Which my nap would probably fall between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. at somewhere in that range.
Sure.
So I suppose maybe painting's not noisy
Right.
necessarily. But, if you have scaffoldings banging around.
Now, this is going to be your standard maintenance, I'm guessing.
Right.
Standard maintenance and painting. I mean, this isn't going to be,
It might
bobcats and backhoes and
Bobcat Goldthwait's there?
right. Probably
He's painting now.
setting the couch on fire. I don't know what he does. He did that. Yeah.
Did he do that?
Look that up. It was on late night.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If I was spending that kind of money, I wouldn't want to have any of those issues. I
Okay.
understand it's probably minor. I'd be looking at the beach club, which I technically myself prefer anyway.
All right. Then let's hop over to the beach club.
Oh, no, I can't stay there now either?
Because they're going to have expansion work on the convention center. This is going to run through February of next year.
Oh, my.
So it's been going on since the fall of last year. They're saying guests may see work or hear the work in progress, and certain pathways may be unavailable.
Ooh, interesting.
Going to be from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now, this is getting into young kids' nap times.
Yes.
And the Beach Club bus stop has been moved to the Beach Club Villas parking lot.
What has been moved? I'm sorry.
The bus stop has been moved
wow.
from the Beach Club to the Beach Club Villas.
That's not terribly convenient.
But there will be a courtesy shuttle to get guests to the bus stop.
Well, it's not convenient, but I'm not sure it's that far. We need a...
No, I don't think it's that far, but they're just saying, we're not going to make it any more inconvenient than it already has to be. We're going to help you get over there. How do you feel about that? Now, keep in mind, the convention center sits kind of like in between.
That's what I was going to look up on a map.
The yacht club and the beach club.
So you couldn't even technically stay at the yacht club. If there's noise, you're still going to hear it at the yacht club.
So it's going to be a yacht club issue as well, correct?
Man, that's hardcore there because I do love that pool.
So,
but if it's behind, you might not hear it from the pool side.
And again, this is something you might want to think about. You can request a room further down, closer to the Epcot side, too. Don't forget that, which actually makes it much more convenient.
Right.
Now, it doesn't make it convenient for Stormalong Bay, like you just said.
No.
But it does make it convenient going into the International Gateway.
I would request that side.
And probably closer to the bus stop, because that's closer to the villas.
The beach club is, you do have a long walk if you're at the other end there.
Right.
I do recall from last time we stayed down there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there anything going on at the Animal Kingdom Lodge? Maybe I would just choose to stay there at this point.
You got the quiet pool over at on that side. Well, we'll get there.
Because I don't think we painting at the boardwalk. I don't think would be terribly noisy. But that construction for the convention center at the Yacht Beach Club, that could be. Again, you want to go back to that hotel and nap. I mean, it's not going to bother you in the pool, the noise, but
right.
I would say if you have young ones,
right, Now,
might not be the place to go.
Keep in mind, too, since we're already over there, we're going to stay where we're at. We're going to go over to the yacht club, because you say, well, maybe I can do the yacht club. The yacht club's going to have room refurbs. They've been going on again since the fall of last year. They're going to go through summer, July or June 23rd, they're saying. Room refurbs at the yacht club.
Now, I think, correct me if you've heard differently, usually with these room refurbs, they try to, shut down a hallway at a time.
Right.
So, I don't think they're doing anything demo work in there. So you're not really going to hear a whole lot if you're
probably
above or below them, I would hope.
Probably more like painting and putting in new carpeting,
right.
And they're not tearing down walls. And this is going to be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. as well. But again, it might be a little bit of an inconvenience.
Yeah.
As far as getting around. So you got the convention center being worked on, and then throw in the room refurbs, plus a lot going on. That's why we're doing this show today. Captain's Grill is going to be closed mid-May all the way into fall of 2017.
It's almost, to me, like they're getting everything spruced up everywhere. So everything is sparkling, ready to go in 2 and 3 years. There's a date coming. Like
something big is coming down the pike.
And people are going to be coming. And we want everything to be spot on.
Yeah, like in a galaxy far, far away.
Now, are there any discounts for dealing with this construction? Because if I'm paying full price for any of these deluxe hotels and I have to deal with something unusual, I think I'd just rather stay somewhere else.
Right. Well, keep an eye out for that, because there are some discounts that are rumored to be coming out very soon. If not by the time you guys hear this, they might already be out. There was the Caribbean Beach discount where you were getting $75 off per night for your room, but that ended, I believe, last week. So
that was in the form of a gift card they gave you. It wasn't like they took the $75 off.
Right.
Off the nightly rate per se.
Right. But
I mean, not that that's not fantastic, but
that was a good deal. $75 per night instead of length of stay or whatever. That was pretty good.
That must have been a mess over there.
Yeah. So a lot going on at the beach club and the yacht club. I'm not finding anything for the Disney's Animal Kingdom Villas or Lodge.
That's where you want to stay.
So that seems to be the one that there's not a whole lot going on. Let's see, as far as the other, I'm trying to find here, Poly and Wilderness Lodge. Wilderness Lodge. You're going to have the Cubs Den Children's Activity Center closed through 2017. And of course, they've got the big construction going on over at...
for the DVC stuff?
The DVC stuff.
Right.
So, let's see. They've got the Hidden Springs Quiet Pool and Fire Pit and Playground and all that's going to be closed. Works continuing with the Pathways going to be closed. The Roaring Fork and Trout Pass Pool Bar going to be closed February of this year to through July.
Wow.
So some stuff going on there at the and that, of course, like you said, that's all that DVC stuff for the new waterfront cabins and all of that. So
I was almost going to suggest to you that when you brought up the boardwalk, the beach, and the yacht club all have something going on.
Yeah.
If you still want to stay in that area, that's a perfect opportunity to stay at the Dolphin.
That is a good, that is a good...
But the first phase of hotel room renovations are going to begin last year, and they're not supposed to be done until the end of this year. So there's stuff going on there, too.
You got the Dolphin. Now, what about the Swan? Anything going on at the Swan? Let's take a look at that.
Take a look at the Swan.
I'm not seeing anything at the Swan.
That might have. I think that was just normal room renovations, kind of like what they were doing at the yacht side of things. So
Right. So
man,
Dolphins going on. So I would say over at Crescent Lake, I'm still okay with the boardwalk and maybe the Swan, because like you said, they've got room renovations going on at the Dolphin. So a lot of this stuff you want to talk to your travel agent about.
Right. I will say that. And if you're going to be, you're not coming back for a nap.
Right.
You're just coming back to either just swim or going to be out all day. That noise you're not even going to hear because you're not going to be there.
Well, that's true. Right.
But if you're going back for that nap, there's nothing worse than laying down for that nap.
Right.
And hearing something, even your white noise, if you're bringing a white noise maker like we do, that's not going to drown everything out.
Right.
So,
absolutely.
Just something to think about.
I'm not seeing anything at the Poly or at the Contemporary.
Okay.
So you've got 3 deluxe that nothing is going on at. You got the Animal Kingdom, Contemporary, Grand Floridian as well, Poly.
Okay. So all the Resort Loop resorts are good.
So those are good. Wilderness Lodge, you're going to have a little bit of stuff going on, and the Beach and Yacht Club, you're going to have some stuff going on. And the little bit that's going on over at the Boardwalk, I don't think I'd worry too much about that. That's going to be your, painting and exterior maintenance, not going to be an issue. And that's going to be wrapping up this month anyway.
Exactly.
So this summer will be okay over there.
Minor tangent.
Uh-huh.
If you do want quiet, let's not forget those Fort Wilderness cabins.
That's a good call, yeah.
Just throwing that out there. If you're thinking,
seeing...
all these places sound noisy, I want to say somewhere nice and quiet for a nap, or just, I don't like the hustle and bustle of the major resorts.
Right.
Let's not forget the Fort Wilderness.
And I am seeing nothing going on over at Fort Wilderness, so it's going to be nice and quiet over there.
Nice.
Good. That's a good call. Very good call. As far as DVC goes, it looks like the only thing going on, other than, of course, the new renovations at the, like we said, over at the Wilderness Lodge, Old Key West. They're going to have exterior maintenance and painting as well. That's going to go through the summer. That's going to go through July.
I'll say the exterior painting also might not bother me because every time we've been on a Disney cruise,
right,
seems like they're always out there, always
yeah.
refinishing something.
You see those little signs, wet paint with Mickey's hand and all that stuff. So that's not really an issue. It looks like most of the DVCs are okay. Saratoga Springs looks okay. Nothing going on over there. So let's look at the moderates. Let's see what's going on with moderates. Right now, the moderates, Coronado Springs. Coronado Springs has undergoing many refurbishments starting at the beginning of this year. 2 years.
Wow.
This is your big behemoth that you want so badly over at Coronado Springs.
The Contemporary is the behemoth. I believe Coronado is going to have El Grande.
El Grande. But it doesn't look like, as far as impact goes, I don't think you're going to really see any impact in the main building or over at across the lake.
Right. You know what? I need to actually look and see where the footprint of that big building, the 15-story El Grande, is going to go.
It's going to go over by the main building.
Okay. I would have thought it'd be at the entrance there,
but it's.
I want to see it.
So I don't think it's going to impact the pool, the Mayan pool, or any of that stuff. So
they're going to have to do either enlarge that pool or put another big pool somewhere. You start adding another. What were they saying? 500 rooms.
Right.
You're going to need more pool space.
15 stories.
15-story pool. That's a deep pool.
It's going to be deep. it's getting deep.
Well, maybe we'll put a lazy river in. That'd be a nice place for a lazy river. Sorry.
Of course, we know all the Caribbean beach work that's going to be done. That's going to be a little bit involved. Trinidad South Village Pool will be closed, but that's just through. Well, actually, it should be open by now. By the time you guys hear this, Trinidad South. Of course, the resort will be undergoing many refurbishments starting mid-May for 2 years.
Yeah.
All the stuff's going to be kind of shut down over at Old Port Royal. So you'll have to deal with that. It's just me. I'm not sure the Caribbean beach would be the place I'd want to stay right now.
Same here. I mean, you can't get anything to eat really anywhere. They're going to have some kind of, I don't know, maybe a sandwich option. What they need to do, I don't know if anyone's planning on this or not. All those food trucks they have,
right?
Drive them over there.
That's a great idea.
I mean, just like for lunchtime, dinner time.
That's a great idea.
Well, I have thoughts now and then.
That's pretty good. I like that. So,
but yeah, I'm with you. I don't know if I would want to deal with that much inconvenience on what's my vacation.
That's how I feel about it. It's a lot of money that you spend at Disney, and I want it to be right. I understand they got to do this stuff, but I don't have to stay at that resort either.
Because if you're a person that only gets down there once a year, if that,
right, exactly.
You're like, I don't want to deal with that. If you're one of those people, you're down there 2-3 more times a year,
right?
Like, well, I'm going in the parks anyway. I'll be back. I'll stay somewhere else,
right? And then. Look, if you're going down for a weekend, and again, you're going to be at the parks all day,
right?
It really doesn't matter to you.
As long as I can sleep.
Yeah, our good pals over in the UK that are coming over for a couple of fortnights, maybe. That's a long time to be dealing with construction.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Over at Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, the Alligator Bayou pool will be closed through April.
Oh, I like that.
So, take a look at that if that's going to bug you. Other than that, it looks like the only things we have going on is the Coronado Springs deal that we all know about, and Caribbean Beach is going on. So nothing going on French Quarter, Port Orleans French Quarter. Right. So enjoy that. And I don't
Make
think
a note of that.
I don't think I'd be bothered too much by the Coronado Springs if I'm on the other side of the.
If you have your own car.
And
in my opinion, because you just drive right around that right to your room,
right? And you'll be okay as far as I think the main building and places to eat and things like that. Value resorts. The only thing that I can find for value resorts is some room refurbs in select buildings. For the next year and a half. This is going to run through May of 2018.
Is that one of those soft good type
over
things,
at the
maybe?
Pop Century.
Towels, comforters, that kind of thing?
That I don't know. Is it soft? I'm just saying room refurbs. It's well overdue over at Pop because it was starting to look a little bit haggard.
Was it?
A little bit, yeah. It was starting to look a little... No, this is hard goods.
All right.
So these are going to be full out refurbs. So I'm looking forward to that. I always liked Pop, and it just looked like it had taken. It was just looking old.
Right.
It was looking old. The rooms, the doors were starting to get a little bit worn out looking. And,
okay.
So I'm looking forward to that one. The rest of the All-Star movies. Music and sports doesn't look like anything's happening. Art of Animation, nothing's happening over there. Keep in mind, Art of Animation is relatively close to
the gondola,
Caribbean Beach, not the to Caribbean Beach.
Right.
So keep in mind there. You might have a little bit of noise over that way. Doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
But just keep that in mind.
I'm going to ask a question.
Ask about that when you book.
I'm going to ask a question. I don't know if you'll know this or not. But if anybody else knows, let us know. These hard good room updates, do they change out the air conditioners? Do they put in like slightly quieter, newer air conditioning units?
I wonder.
Because sometimes those are relatively noisy, those...
I would think
in the value resorts.
I would think so, only because those old ones are probably not very energy efficient anyway. And, I would think they would go with something
because those get some use.
They get beat up.
Sometimes you hear those things turn on, they start shaking, and
and everybody thinks that the Northeast, up here we take a beating with the weather. We've got those harsh winters and salt from this, but Florida, Central Florida gets beat up with salt from the ocean rains and
they get
storms
that strong sun, that super strong sun beating down.
Sun beating down, so they get beat up pretty good.
Just in a different way. Yeah.
Different way, yeah. So, but those are some of the things you want to consider. Hope that helps some folks out in their plans. And
I think so. Like I said,
make some changes.
It is one of the most fun decisions to make going on your vacation.
Oh, absolutely.
You get out the brochures. I suppose now you're going online, just looking at things, looking at room layouts.
Looking at a lot of the new rooms. I mean, what is it? Port Orleans has those new new Bayou rooms and things, and princess rooms, and of course the pirate rooms over at the Caribbean Beach. It's just, and I love the rooms at the Wilderness Lodge, the bunk beds.
Oh yeah,
and all of that. So
all the themed pools.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So keep those in mind, though, with all those refurbs and work going on. Getting ready for something.
You know what they need to put in?
What's that?
Lazy river access to the parks. Branches off from your hotel pool. Go down this lazy river, takes you to Epcot.
How you crossing some of those roads? That's the question.
Hey, that's not for me to figure out. That's for the Imagineers to figure out. I'm the idea man.
Little jump, little ramp.
Exactly.
Cars got to jump
shoot you
over
right
you.
over there.
They got the one that goes underneath. Over
you can do a tunnel.
They got the water bridge.
Yeah.
That goes from Bay Lake to Seven Seas Lagoon.
It's possible.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. Well, good luck, everybody. Hope you have a great summer and great trip to Walt Disney World this year. And
send us some reviews of where you stayed and what was your deciding factor and how was it?
Absolutely. Tim.
Yes.
That's all I've got.
Awesome. Everybody, thanks for joining us for the show. If you'd like to help support this madness, I don't know why I call it madness. It's a lot of fun. We're thankful you're listening. You can go to ResortLoop.com/support. You can see how you can help contribute to the show. You can also find me on Facebook at Tim Scott, on Twitter at ResortLoopTim, and the website, ResortLoop.com.
I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. Rate us like Beauty did there. Can Beauty?
Something like that, yeah.
Did.
And put in an interesting name so we have to struggle to say it.
Absolutely.
Because we'll try.
Or just regular names that we struggle to pronounce as well. So, what else should folks do, Tim?
Please, everyone, go out there and share ResortLoop.com.
See you, everybody. Thanks for listening to the show, but now you want to share your love of Disney, right? Unfortunately, a lot of our friends, family, and coworkers just don't share the same enthusiasm we do for all things Disney. Well, now MyDismatch.com has made it even easier with the all-new MyDismatch apps for iOS and Android devices. Just download the MyDismatch app and connect with new Disney friends today. And now, for a limited time, you'll get your first month of full membership free just for signing up. Look for the new MyDismatch apps on iTunes and Google Play and start connecting with real Disney friends today.